Hey YouTube Nation, this is the Homemade Game Guru, and this is a PSA for those of you who are planning to ship things for Christmas using the United States Postal Service. Now this Christmas season, people all over the United States, including yourselves, will ship out billions of dollars worth of Christmas presents to friends and family all over the world. The majority of those presents will get to their destination, some of them will end up lost, and unfortunately some of them will get to their destination but will be tampered with. I want to share with you a personal story about a package that I received from Florida through the United States Postal Service that was tampered with in a way that you typically wouldn't imagine. I'm sharing this as a cautionary tale of something that could happen to your package if you plan on sending something valuable in the mail, even with tracking and insurance.
On August 12th, a package containing 29 comic books was mailed from a family member in Miami, Florida. Its destination was my home near Toronto, Ontario, Canada. The package was sent priority mail, which means full tracking and insurance for the contents up to $100. The comics were going to be featured in a review video on this channel. I've received packages like these before, and it takes no more than 2 weeks for them to arrive. With this package, 3 weeks went by and nothing arrived.
It took multiple calls to the United States Postal Service and line transfers between the same two numbers and more than 2 hours of waiting leading up into early September to get a missing items case open for my package.
According to the tracking information online for my package's tracking number, it went from Miami to Jacksonville and then out to Canada. I was told by multiple United States Postal Service customer service agents that the missing package must be in Canada, and Canada Customs or Canada Post was to blame. However, Canada Post and Canada Customs had no record of my package's tracking number entering the country.
It wasn't until later on September 20th, more than a month after my package disappeared, that I was able to speak to a United States Postal Service rep who took the time to really look into the tracking information of my package. She was honest and told me, and this is a quote in her words, that in her professional opinion, based on the data she sees, the package never left the United States.
This helpful customer service agent informed me there was only 3 possible places the package could be. 1. Still lost at the Jacksonville facility, the last place it was shown on the tracking screen. 2. Heading back to the sender or the International Service Center in Miami, Florida. Or 3. Sent to Atlanta, Georgia, where the United States Postal Service Lost and Found facility is located. Those were the only 3 possible options.
I was advised to wait until October 14th before making a postal insurance claim. Truthfully, by this point, I felt my package was lost and was just crossing my fingers that it would be found in Atlanta, Georgia. And then the weirdest thing happened. By mid-October, over 2 months since my package was mailed and went missing, the package appeared back in the postal system and was sent to Canada and at my door within a week of its sudden reappearance. By October 19th, I had my package. But right from the get-go, I knew something was seriously wrong.
This was the package I received. First off, packages sent priority post in an envelope do not have priority mail tape placed around them. I do enough mailings to know this. The tape is for boxes or larger items. Even the placement of the tape made little sense on the envelope. That is, until I opened it. This is what was inside. Out of the 29 comics supposed to be accounted for, only 11 were inside, and in place of the missing 18 was a stack of paper. More specifically, an American FMCSA Transportation Compliance Manual, aka a Truck Driving Rules Manual.
This stack of papers in my hand was substituted into my package in place of the comic books taken out.
The out-of-place priority mail tape was there to conceal how the switch was made. The side of the envelope was carefully cut open, then taped closed when they were done with it, and folded over. The priority mail tape held the envelope fold in place, so it would be hard to notice.
If you're thinking, man, this is screwed up, oh, I discovered just how meticulous this theft actually was. To start off, the weight of the stack of paper plus the 11 comic books that were remaining in the package equal the appropriate weight of the original package. Therefore, the paper placement was not just some random stuffing of the envelope. The crooks knew how much of this manual they needed to put in order to ensure the package wouldn't be flagged for the wrong weight and be sent back to the sender.
Secondly, and even more disturbing, when I checked the tracking online, All the tracking info concerning the origin point of Miami, Florida, and then Jacksonville were gone. The new starting point was Chicago, Illinois. Yes, my package disappeared from Jacksonville for 2 months and magically appeared in Chicago's International Service Center, where it was quickly processed again by US Customs, sent to Canada Customs, then off to Canada Post to be sent to me.
Once I discovered this, I called the United States Postal Service to file a complaint and open a new tampered package case. Yet again, I had to go through the back and forth phone tag nonsense between two phone numbers, one of which I knew was the correct number to call in the first place, and I had to deal with some of the most unhelpful customer service reps yet. After 2.5 hours of waiting and BS, I finally got through to a customer service rep who actually listened to me and opened a new case for a tampered package. She even admitted that the circumstances of what I was telling her sounded like an inside job, but then she quickly stated postal facilities are far too well supervised for this kind of theft to happen. Anyways, she said she would send the insurance claim forms to the sender of the package, my family member, and would keep us both updated through emails about the investigation. That was a month ago from now, and we still haven't got the forms, nor have we heard anything about the investigation. So at the root of why I'm telling you guys all this, let me just start off that I want to be clear that I know my comic books are long gone, and there is no hope of me getting them back. To be honest, I don't believe the United States Postal Service will figure out who took my books in the first place, even though I gave a massive clue to the last customer service rep I spoke to and that I mentioned in this video.
The crooks used a transportation manual, so yes, I do agree this couldn't have happened in a postal facility. Therefore, this had to have happened while the package was in road transport. And if you think about it, the package still had the original tracking number, even though the origin point had changed. Therefore, shouldn't the United States Postal Service be able to figure out which truck it was on? Perhaps see if the trucker's manual is missing half its pages, or ask a supervisor if an employee all of a sudden requested a new manual all of a sudden. This package was previously processed by US Customs in Miami. Therefore, it was processed twice when it hit Chicago. So how did this go from Jacksonville to Chicago over the course of 2 months and no red flags or questions were raised?
The convoluted oddity of this experience is at the heart of what I want you guys to get out of this. My tracked and insured package was taken out of the postal system for 2 months while an investigation was ongoing, and most customer service reps I spoke to thought it was in Canada without digging deeper. During those 2 months, the package was opened and the contents taken out, replaced with an accurately calculated weight amount of manual pages, then inserted back into the postal system with oddly placed priority mail tape in a completely different state, which in turn changed the tracking information available online. This package then went through both US and Canada Customs, and no one realized it was tampered with. And to add salt onto a festering wound that this experience has been for me, the vast majority of customer service reps I spoke to were unhelpful, overall defensive, and deferred blame to Canada without analyzing the data that was on their screens on a deeper level. And many of them were just very unwilling to deal with this case and just transferred me to other numbers, which then transferred me back to the original number that I called. This was an advanced theft, and in my eyes, this has been done before, and more than one person was involved. Postal theft is a serious federal offense, yet this was done in a way that fooled everyone. With the United States Postal Service customer service system lacking and the thieves this good, I can almost guarantee you that this Christmas, more packages will magically disappear, only to reappear later with the contents missing. Unlike my situation, where once I got the package I knew what was missing, how would your recipient know what was taken out of their package?
And just in case you might be asking why they bothered to send me the 11 remaining comics, I was wondering the same thing too. But looking at the books still inside, they probably saw them as kids' comics or didn't realize that they had any real value. Maybe it was just their sorry attempt at being nice, like here's some of your books, we're not complete heartless douches. If only I knew, I would have been watching eBay or Amazon for sales lots of the books I knew were taken out. But now no such luck.
Really, I wish I had a solution or more advice I could give you beyond warning you that this happens and will happen again. With the heaviest mailing season upon us, there will be ample opportunities for these thieves. Myself and the sender were naive to think that paying that little bit extra for tracking and insurance would guarantee the package arrival. It doesn't. And through Google, I have read stories of other mail senders and receivers who have gone through similar experiences of packages being tampered or just disappearing off the face of the earth. But I hope for you and for your loved ones, your precious gifts do arrive safe and sound. Or you can use FedEx or UPS or other carriers. I don't want anyone else to go through this experience. And if you have gone through this, you're not alone. This is the time for you to speak out and share your experiences. Let people know what happened to your packages because you paid good money for what's inside and you paid good money for them to be shipped. And there's no excuse why they shouldn't get to where they need to get to. This is the only way the United States Postal Service will improve and crack down on their internal thefts. This is my FYI video. I hope you found it informative and helpful. And I just want everyone to know this happens. Cheers and happy holidays to you all.